All right. So Steve, you just returned.
I returned. You know where I was?
No, where were you?
Jamestown, New York. You know who was born there?
No,
Lucille Ball.
Lucille Ball.
Yeah. I drove by Desilu Studios. It was pretty cool. I didn't stop
Uh-huh.
in, though. They charge $15 or $16 a person to go through that thing. So I said, yeah, no.
No, you're all good.
I seen it, though.
Nice.
Did you pop in on our boy Ryan while you're up in New York?
You know, I did not. I was not near where Ryan lives. Actually, where does Ryan live? I forgot.
You got me.
Dunkirk, right? No, I wasn't up near Dunkirk.
No?
No.
You didn't make it up there, Steve?
Not today.
Oh, that's too bad, buddy. I'm sorry to hear that. You guys could have hung out.
Yeah, he could have converted you to his way of thinking.
That's right. Would have been amazing, Steve.
I don't want to be converted.
But it could have been amazing, bud.
Could have been an experience that you tell your grandkids about.
That's right. Remember that your grandfather he went up on the spooky section of New York and checked out all the big feet. It was a beautiful thing. Maybe you could go. So. Maybe you could, involve culls in the whole thing. So you got Tactical Man there for you. I think it's a great idea, Steve. I'm down. I'm down with that shit.
Yeah, whatever, man.
I think you should.
All right.
Okay. So what else were you doing up there?
Buying stuff.
Oh, so this was an eBay trip.
An Amazon trip for the most part.
Oh.
eBay, Amazon, yeah.
Well, that your business.
Business trip, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right, I got you. I'm with you, Steve.
No, you're not. You could care less.
You're absolutely right. I could give a sweet shit. So, what are we doing this week?
I have no idea.
I know nothing about. So,
we're doing the Winchester Mansion.
The Winchester Mansion.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
It's a mansion of guilt, of despair.
The mansion of guilt.
Ghosts. Of one woman's quest for reaching new levels of madness.
Was the mansion Catholic?
I believe she was a Catholic woman, yeah.
No, I wasn't talking about her. You said the mansion of guilt.
It was built from guilt.
I
see.
And insanity. It's quite a spooky story.
Ooh.
Richard's house.
Yeah,
the guilt and insanity.
There's some places you just don't want to go, Steve, and my house is one of them.
Trust me, I don't ever want to go there. You're right.
Steve,
the ferrets alone will eat you.
Have you ever seen Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah.
No. But, well, if you replace the moths with ferrets, then maybe.
What is she, a great big fat person?
Okay, that's just hurtful. You're just for the sake of shock laughs.
So the Winchester Mansion.
Right, yes.
Where is the Winchester Mansion?
It's located in downtown San Jose, California.
All right. Well,
I thought it was in Winchester.
Let's introduce this whole bag of shit. Shall we?
Okay.
Which episode is this?
50.
Is this 50?
The big 50.
Holy shit. Wow. This is the Fortean Slip, episode 50, the Winchester Mansion. That's all I got.
That's it. That's your contribution tonight.
That's it. That's all you got.
Oh, it's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
We're just riding it to zero.
I'm telling you. You should have seen the drop-off last week.
Yes.
It was a good time. Good time. So Winchester Mansion. This was all you, Richard. You brought this one up. I was just like, all right, sounds interesting. I'll bite.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Well, the eccentric Winchester rifle heiress Sarah Winchester designed and built this house.
Oh, that Winchester Mansion. Oh, yeah, I know about this.
I hate you. I just want you to know. Everybody's heard of this one. It's insanity.
I haven't heard it.
You must stop.
No.
Anyone that goes into Fortean topics hears about the Winchester.
Richard, I'm telling you right now, I know nothing about this.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. I'm not trying to, blow any smoke up your ass. I know nothing about this subject.
I'm just gonna
Richard. Fucking Bob is already trying to destroy this.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I wanted to interrupt you with by saying, "Shut the hell up, Bob." She did design it, and as the story develops, you'll learn how she designed it. So keep Mr. Mouth shut and your fingers off the keyboard.
According to Bob, he designed his own fucking penis. So he's behind everything.
Oh yeah.
So this is another one of them most haunted houses in America, but it isn't so much a paranormal story about a woman whose life was ruled and ruined by belief in the paranormal.
Intriguing.
Is this like Paranormal Activity, where there are cameras in the house?
It's like Paranormal Activity, only nothing happens.
Oh.
Okay, that was a good episode.
Is it anything like... Yeah, no shit. This has been... Is it anything like H.H. Holmes?
Yes, it's exactly like H.H. Holmes, actually.
So only without all the murder?
Yeah, there was no nefarious purpose behind it, but there was a lot of murder involved indirectly.
Ooh, murder. Was there some mayhem too?
Ooh. There was a lot of mayhem.
According to Bob, he knows all about this.
Well, fucking just toss him the link then, and he can do the show.
Well, no, because he's probably at work.
Wow.
And he fucking sucks.
When did that ever stop him?
No, but he sucks when he's at work.
Yeah.
That's why.
Right.
I mean, if he's home, has himself a nice cocktail going.
Right.
Then it's a possibility.
Yeah, drunk Bob's way better than sober Bob.
I don't... Bob. I mean, there's no sense. Who would?
Why, when is he ever sober?
That's a good... Listen, that is a good point. I'm going to give you that one. Seriously, I'll give you that one, Richard.
He should stay out of our topic and just hit on Katie and Swamp Girl like he always does. In the
chat. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. So Winchester Mansion. Richard, go.
Right, so she was born in New Haven, Connecticut in 1839 during the height of the American Civil War. Sarah married William Winchester, the sole child of Oliver Winchester, owner of the Winchester Repeating Arms Company. We've all heard of Winchester rifles, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I may have heard something.
That, Richard, as a matter of fact, that I may have heard something about.
Okay.
I just wanted to throw that because I didn't know anything about the mansion.
Right.
So I wanted to make sure that you knew.
You keep saying, okay. Well, you seem to be going through some stuff tonight, Chris.
Me? I am.
Yeah.
With your gas.
That wasn't me.
That was Steve.
Yeah. No, that wasn't me either.
Oh, I guess it was one of the ghosts that haunt the Winchester Mansion.
Right.
Getting too close. Oh, who let this fucking twat? I wasn't being Bulgarian.
You invited him, Richard.
Yeah, you said toss him the fucking link.
That's what I heard.
That's what he said. I heard him. I was there.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ's sake.
Everybody, welcome Phil Pauling to the show.
Good evening, gentlemen, and you too, Richard.
Phil, you know about this Winchester Mansion, do you, Phil?
Well, I know a little bit about it. San Jose, crazy woman, the soothsayer, all that jazz. Yeah, she.
Soothsayer.
Well, yeah,
I was getting to that.
Oh, go ahead. Don't let me interrupt. Go ahead, Richard.
I just like to say soup.
It's haunted.
Okay, so the couple only had one child who was called Annie, who died in infancy of tuberculosis. Oliver himself would die in 1880 and was quickly followed by William, who died in 1881. Her husband, like her child, died of tuberculosis, and Sarah became a major benefactor to pulmonary research, donating $2 million during her lifetime to this cause. As the last of Winchester, Sarah became an independent, wealthy woman. Her husband bequeathed to her 50% of the Winchester company and the substantial income of $1,000 per day, tax-free, as it was then. Now, this was back in the 1800s, so that was like, what, 200 grand a day? By today's money.
Bequeathed is a cool word.
Bequeathed is an awesome word.
Yeah. Go on.
I agree.
Well, she slipped into a deep depression.
What say you, Phil?
So far, bequeathed is, in fact, a pretty cool word.
So say we all, Richard.
We're all on board with the bequeathing. Yeah,
Yes.
we're happy with that.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
Before
so
the
she
story
slipped into a
sounds-
deep depression following the deaths of her family. Well, who wouldn't? I mean, pretty much everyone died. So she was alone and vulnerable and was reputedly convinced her family members were victims of a curse.
Yes.
Bum, bum, bum. Allegedly, she traveled to Boston to consult with a psychic or soothsayer.
I wish a gypsy would come across Phil and just go thin.
It's
Yeah.
haunted.
Haunted. Yeah, okay. Glad.
Winchester Mansion. Go.
Right, yeah, Adam Coons, the soothsayer, who confirmed the wealthy widow's fears that the Winchester family was cursed.
For
He
cash.
explained that the spirits of the... I will do the pirate voice, I swear to God.
Arr. Well, go ahead. Please do the pirate's voice, if you so be it.
I mean, Phil's already drinking rum.
I will bust out with it. I don't care how much it annoys Chris.
When did you?
I should be a crazy witch.
Anyway, he explained that the spirits of those people and animals who had died at the hands of the Winchester rifle, the gun that won the West, were avenging their deaths by claiming the lives of her husband, child, and father-in-law. Sarah was next. Coons had a peculiar solution. The only way Sarah could appease the spirits was to
Give him
build them a
money.
house. No, actually. You'd think so, but no. Unless he was a contractor, in which case he made bank.
That's right.
But the only way she could do it was to build them a house in which they could live. I don't know how you'd build a ghost house.
I bet.
I mean, I
she'd
suppose
figure
if you're a
it out.
contractor, you could just be like, I've done it. It's right here. Of course, you can't see it. It's a ghost. $2 million, please. That's what I'd do.
You can keep the rooms really small.
Exactly. Others claim she was told to build a house to confuse the spirits. He advised that his client move west and build this home. As long as the house was being built, the spirits would not harm Sarah. Utterly convinced by Coons and desperate to remove this curse, Sarah relocated to San Jose and purchased an 8-room farmhouse. Coons' cruel counsel commenced Sarah's mission to create a house that became a constant 38-year work in progress, leading to an astonishing labyrinth mansion. On what was once 160-acre estate, the contemporary building boasts some staggering statistics. 160 rooms, 4 stories, 6 kitchens, 40 bedrooms, 19 chimneys, 40 staircases, 47 fireplaces, 52 skylights, 950 doors, 3 elevators, 2 ballrooms,
And a
10,000
partridge in a pear tree.
I was fucking doing that, you cunt.
How many bathrooms?
40.
That's it.
Yeah.
Only one of which had indoor plumbing.
Well, those don't need, they don't need the indoor plumbing.
Mhm.
They just need a place to sit down and rest.
The house had 7 stories, not 4.
What did they just do like Howard Hughes and shit into fucking glass jars?
Well, Phil had a good point there, Richard. Did you say the house had 4 stories?
Yeah. In
Phil
its
disagrees.
prime, it had 7 stories, though.
Yes.
When it was fully built. At the moment, it's got 4 stories.
Right.
No. I'm all over it. Fucking Mr. Phil there, suddenly an expert on Winchester Mansions, can shut his hole and know his role.
Wow.
Wow. Listen to that. I'll get you.
Yarr.
Phil, was he wrong?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
How was I wrong, dipshit?
Hmm.
Yeah, she moved out. There was a farmhouse when she first moved there, and
Yes, I know. I said that.
Yeah, he did say that.
yeah, and she didn't design the house. She just hired tradesmen, workmen, and paid them to do whatever they could to add to the house. So they did basically whatever they wanted. There was no rational or reasonable design to it whatsoever.
No, she was crazy.
Yeah.
We've said that several times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was batshit crazy, no doubt.
Yeah.
She was fucking
But
nuts.
if you lived in a crazy house where the place is haunted, you'd go crazy too.
She was crazy before she moved into that house. She was driven mad by the death of all her family.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
I could go along with that.
And some fucking psychic comes along and says, hey, keep building this house and the spirits will leave you alone.
There's debate as to whether or not the psychic actually told her to do that.
Or whether she just kind of did it.
Just did it on her own. Yeah, but that's all right. It's her story. I mean, go ahead. Yeah, please continue.
Well, I didn't read that anywhere.
Oh, I did.
I did exhaustive research.
I read it on the
Wikipedia.
Daily Mail.
I heard the only... Well, you can't trust that rag. So. The only debate I heard was whether or not he said that it would hold the spirits or confuse them.
I think it probably did both.
I'd be confused. Be like, why the fuck is she doing that? We're still going to kill her. We're ghosts. That's
I'd
our
be
thing.
confused with 40 bathrooms.
Yeah,
She only
that's...
She only used one of the bathrooms. It was I'm not kidding. There's only one bathroom that had a working shower and a working toilet, and the rest just had wash basins and so forth.
Nice.
Nice.
The
Yeah.
plumbing
yeah,
back
yeah.
then would have taken ages. That would have been a really good way to keep working on the house.
And that was the reason, prior to 1906, indoor plumbing was, well, of course she could have afforded it, but yeah, she only plumbed one of the bathrooms,
She was mad as a bag of ferrets.
which is a pain in the ass for her because she had to sleep in a different bedroom every night.
Wait, she slept in a different bedroom every night. How many bedrooms were there, Richard?
40.
40 bedrooms, 40. Did all the bedrooms have the bathroom attached to them?
No,
No. No separate rooms.
Oh, well,
40
geez,
bedrooms,
almighty.
40 bathrooms, 19 chimneys, 40 staircases, 47 fireplaces, 52 skylights.
Now explain to the other fine gentleman here, Richard, why there were so many staircases in the house.
Well, some of them didn't even go anywhere. I mean, it was
Oh, so it
considered
was like H.H. Holmes.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Very
exactly
sad.
like that. Only she wasn't building it to
Kill people.
kill people. She was building it because she was mad.
She built. It was said she built it to confuse the spirits, but
Yeah.
in actuality, the most likely scenario is the workers basically they were being paid to work on the house regardless of what they put into the house, so they would deliberately
Just
create
throw
these
things in there.
yeah, just crazy shit. You go to a top of a stairway, open the door, and there'd be a wall.
Does this
Yeah,
house still exist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to go see it.
It's not as big as it used to be, but it still stands to this day as a tourist. You know, it's a ghost. People use it a lot because it's said to be haunted.
Well, yeah, because all the ghosts got confused and couldn't figure out how to get
Why do
out.
I want to go to a house that just a crazy woman built?
Because
Because
of
it's
the
haunted.
Or had built, excuse me.
Why do people want to go to the Lizzie Borden house?
Now, if I wanted
know.
to go somewhere, I'd go to the Coral Castle.
Well, I don't know. Go ask somebody.
I see what you did there.
That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
The Coral Castle. Yeah, that's
Phil,
awesome.
no, fucking hang yourself. No, that if I wanted to go someplace that baffles me, that is very interesting, I would go to the Coral Castle.
Just think of the business you could start, Chris, by learning how to, levitate rocks and so forth.
I know
Yeah.
that guy did it all by himself.
Oh yeah,
He was very secretive. Did all his work most of his work in the middle of the night.
Well, I think he probably had some intervention with, aliens and shit.
Ancient aliens?
Probably.
Oh shit!
wasn't that old.
Well, anything that's impossible. It doesn't matter how old it is.
No.
It's still ancient
Phil,
aliens.
It'd be recent aliens.
No, Phil. I don't know how to explain this to you. It's always ancient aliens.
Fucking cunt, Steve.
Always.
I finally had a topic that wouldn't go back to aliens, and what have you done?
It's always
Dead.
Phil. You need to come to the understanding that it's always ancient aliens.
Okay.
It can't. I had to concede.
I stand correlated. I mean, condemned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In contempt.
I'm here.
Yes.
I'm still on the mic.
Oh.
Don't
Good.
go there.
Okay, Richard.
Yes.
Winchester Mansion.
Winchester.
Oh,
Go.
we're going back on topic now.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, we had a little bit of a derailment there.
Well, it's said that Sarah had builders working 24 hours per day, 7 days, over the 4 decades of construction. In total, the mansion was remodeled over 600 times at a cost of $5.5 million. However, there were only ever 2 sets of formal blueprints for the elevators and the boiler. All other plans were sketched onto scraps of paper, napkins, or even tablecloths, and were destroyed upon implementation. The construction began in 1884 and ended on the day of Sarah's death on the 5th of September 1922. Apparently, Sarah's goal was never to complete the remodeling, lest the spirits exact their revenge upon the last living Winchester. So yeah, literally, the day she died, the builders and stuff just put their tools down and walked off the premises.
Well, yeah. There's nobody left to pay them.
Yeah, they're not going to get paid, dude.
Besides, the plate's haunted.
Yeah.
Who's gonna stick around a haunted house?
They were scared.
They were scared.
They was a scared.
Haunted.
Yeah.
What did she die from?
Ghosts.
From being
Well,
a
Natural
scared.
causes.
So the ghosts did finally exact their revenge. It just took them a long time.
That's right. You know how that
Yeah,
works,
they were
Steve.
they just took their time. They were like,
We're gonna make her die of old age.
she'll never see that coming.
So Richard.
Yeah.
And I'm not being critical here. So the whole story is crazy woman built a really big house,
Crazy big house.
might be haunted.
Yeah.
Haunted.
What is the evidence that it is in fact haunted?
The
Besides the
psychic
fact that a
told
lot
her
of
it was.
no, I
Psychic.
mean nowadays.
Nowadays, there's
Yeah.
no evidence. There's about as much evidence as there is for any other haunting. Most people go in there with their little spirit boxes and their
Look,
audio
you get-
recorders.
You get any psychic, right? And you put them into the Winchester house, and I guarantee you they're going to come out with, I just spoke with an Indian spirit that was killed by a Winchester rifle. He's here. He's here. You know. It
Yeah,
happens.
that's what happens every time I rate ghost research below Bigfoot research in the grand scheme of things.
Haunted.
Wow, that's pretty low.
I really hate it, and I hate that spirit box of theirs that just goes through local radio frequencies. Of course, you can pick up sounds on that.
Yeah.
WKRP and since
What's it trying to say? Oh, that's so asinine.
what does WKRP stand for?
Who's Johnny Fever?
Right. 25. They leave out the other shit that the spirit box comes up with, like, order Shakey's Pizza, $5 off, shit like that.
Hey, does anybody cut down anybody's tree in the ghost community?
I'm
Probably.
sure it's been done. I'm
Oh,
sure
okay.
something like that's been done.
There was that guy that ghost hunter that murdered his ex-girlfriend and her current boyfriend.
Yeah, but he didn't cut down any trees, so that doesn't count.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's worse than cutting down a tree.
We're not talking about just menial murder. We're talking about destroying it.
Tree cutting.
Yeah, cutting down a tree, dude.
Well, depends on who you talk to. Tree cutting is pretty serious.
It's some serious shit.
That's a hanging offense in Arizona.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's definitely something, Chris is determined to repeatedly bring up.
Why not?
I used to track down those tree cutters with
Richard.
Winchester rifles.
How long have you known me now?
Too long.
Okay. and what is one of my favorite things to do on the show?
Just repeatedly bring stuff up until...
To just drive it into the fucking ground.
And that you do well.
And in this case, in
You are
record
a
time.
pro. So if we believe the stories that when Sarah began her quest to placate the spirits, her life became inextricably bound to the paranormal, with superstition and fear influencing every part of her life. Sarah Winchester was, by all accounts, an educated woman of her time. She had attended school, was fluent in 4 languages, and was an accomplished musician. So why did she succumb to the occult? Why did she believe?
Because she had voices in her head in all the different languages.
What the fuck?
She's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
She,
and people who hear voices in their head are crazy, are they?
Mhm.
Yes, Richard. Yes, they are.
Some of them.
And some of them are in denial.
Sorry, I really wanted to do that.
You talk about
Anyway.
leaving the barn door open.
So, why did she believe the psychic superstitious theory and illogical solution, and to such an obsessive extent? It appears that Sarah suffered a powerful combination of grief, a natural predisposition to depression, and considerable guilt at her family's bloodthirsty trade and subsequent affluence. And, people want guns.
But the
Well,
West was one with them.
Look
Yeah.
look at the other side of it. She had over $20 million to blow. Didn't
What the
have
hell else
anything
is
to
she
do.
gonna
Yeah. And I figured, hey, this guy told me that this would happen if I don't keep building. I got the money. What the hell? I'll cover my bases. That could be a very logical thing to do.
That's
Maybe she
true. I mean,
wasn't
what was
crazy
the
at
government
all.
And she did stop months at a time in building and take like Europe trips and stuff like that on cruise ships.
Yeah. I mean, apparently it wasn't that bad. But
Except for the hauntings.
except for the haunting and the grief and stuff. But yeah, but she
Yeah,
was
right.
crazy. She built this big mansion to placate spirits. I mean, that's very Fortean.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So it's going into places with transistor radios that won't shut on to a certain frequency.
That is not Fortean. That is stupid.
Well, okay. Well, where's the line? Where's that line between stupid and Fortean?
There's not much of a line. It's very fuzzy.
I'm going to kick Charles Rubichung's ass.
You do that.
Why is that?
Who's Charles who?
I don't know, some cunt in the fucking chat room that keeps yelling abuse at me. Why don't you fuck off and listen to fucking Peppa Pig, you weenie?
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, enough grief
That's
from
why
these
you don't
two
have any
assholes
fans.
about you.
I've heard insults, but man, that one takes the cake right there. Jeez.
All right.
You're going to have to bronze that one.
Peppa Pig, man.
Yeah, fucking Peppa Pig, you bastard.
That's pretty
Right,
bad.
so
That was the highlight of the show.
Yeah.
It's all downhill from here.
Yeah, I think we should quit while we're ahead.
So here's another interesting thing. All of the bathrooms in this house had glass doors and spy holes, while the kitchen was designed so that Sarah could overhear the gossip of her staff. Apparently, if anyone ever proposed building plans or discussed her plans or her, they were fired on the spot. For their loyalty and silence, her staff were paid $3 a day, triple the standard rate at the
Who
time.
didn't build this house for ghosts? She built it because she was a freaking pervert.
It sounds like she is a paranoid schizophrenic, actually.
I'm going with pervert. Peepholes in the bathroom with glass doors, so she could keep an
but
eye
that's
on
paranoid
people
process, isn't it? You want to see everyone, make sure they're not
taking
spying
a
on you.
shit.
Well, you know, it's not logical, Steve.
Not at all.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Richard, from time to time, Richard does tend to have a nice point. If he could just shave it down, he can get a hat on. Ha!
No, shut up, Steve. Let him sit.
Well, I'm not laughing because it was good.
I ain't
know,
even saying
it
a
was
fucking
just-
word on that.
Mm. Like I said, it goes downhill from that point. So,
Dear God.
Good times.
haunted.
During the 1906 earthquake in the early hours of the morning, Sarah became trapped in a room in the front section of the house. The walls shifted and the door became jammed shut. She'd been in the habit of sleeping in a different room each night to confuse the spirits as to her whereabouts. Again, this only confused her staff when they couldn't find her. Eventually, after a full hour of searching, she was located. The mark still exists on the door where a crowbar was employed to wedge it open. She's doing all that work. She won't replace a door. What a cheap bastard.
How do you tell the firefighters? What if the house is burning down and you got to find this one person in there?
She did say,
Open the door and there's a brick wall in front of you.
Take a left at bathroom number 13, walk up the stairs, walk back down the stairs, take a right at the elevator that doesn't work. Oh,
Fall down a laundry chute that looks like a pantry.
was there trap doors in this place? That would
yeah.
be cool.
Yeah, there was hidden passages.
Nice.
And,
I got to go to this place.
yeah, I heard
it
it's
does
I heard
sound
it's
pretty.
quite the treat.
I mean, if you're the kind of person that likes haunted houses that are confusing and make no sense, then this is a place for you.
If you happen to find your way to San Jose. I got a lot of friends in San Jose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
put
I don't.
500 down, buy a car.
Mm.
Yeah.
The earthquake damage to the house was extensive. The entire top 3 floors collapsed into the garden and were never rebuilt. Incident convinced Sarah that the spirits were displeased with the progression of her handiwork, as it appeared that she was nearing completion of the house. She promptly sealed off the front section of the house, 30 rooms in total, and they were never again used during her lifetime. Supposedly, this was to ensure that the house was perpetually under construction. To this day, they remain as they were, partially remodeled and with broken plaster and damaged walls as evidence of the quake.
And haunted.
This episode also, on the flip side, persuaded Sarah to select a permanent bedroom. And it was here that she died in her sleep at the age of 83.
Wow, that old age revenge really worked out well.
The ghost just bided their time.
They got her.
And do you think they were like, shall we strike tomorrow? Nah, give it another couple of days. I'm liking the way the house looks.
Yeah. Besides, I still haven't found the bathroom.
What would be really funny is if the ghosts were trying to kill her, but were actually being confused by the house.
Well, that's probably, and it took them that long. That's all.
They were just like, where the fuck
Oh,
is...
there she is.
I thought you were going
Jeez,
this way.
almighty.
You're going that way? Well, I'm going this way.
A bunch of ghost Indians just stumble
I think-
into a room one day. We found her!
Whoa! Shut up. That's me.
Wow. Ah, so, yeah, that is the story of Sarah Winchester.
Wow.
And the rifle that won the West.
The
Yeah.
rifle that won the West.
You got to admit, man, that the Winchester rifle, that's a sexy machine right there.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a very manly. It's got that lever action, that's manly. You see, the only thing that's sexy as lever action would be like a pump shotgun, that rocking that round. That's pretty
Do
manly.
love a lever action.
I'll tell you that. Yeah. Yep. Those little bolt action things, man, that's wussy shit. That lever action, that's got it on, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's a way to go.
I'm down.
It's still like the most popular long gun ever built.
That's right.
And it won the West. I mean, you can't deny that.
No,
It
you
did.
cannot.
If only Great Britain had some of those lever action Winchesters, we wouldn't have had to fight off the Nazis for them.
That's right.
That's true. And, if America had them at Pearl Harbor, maybe they wouldn't have lost their fleet.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we had shipped them to Germany by then, so
Yeah.
because we were doing business with those guys in the 30s.
How come it always turns out that the guys we give the guns to are the ones we have to get the guns back from after a while?
Isn't that funny?
It happens every frickin' time. But we still have the West.
Yeah, I watched a
Not
documentary
the West.
the other night about how America had supplied weapons to Afghanistan and stuff in the 60s, and they were now the weapons being used by ISIS. And I was like, huh. We're going to
have a-
stop selling weapons to these people.
We have a bad habit of choosing the wrong customers. And
And that Iran-Contra thing as well. That was,
it happens.
yeah, no one's blaming
But
anyone.
we
Shit
go
happens.
back, we fix the problem eventually, and
We realised there's an issue and we sort it out. I mean,
right.
Do we?
People die.
Yeah.
America, fuck
Really?
it.
We're not done sorting it out yet, Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I love that, Chris. Do we really?
It just sounds gosh darn and patriotic to me.
Mhm.
I agree.
But yeah, can you imagine that, being so consumed by grief that you're going to spend the rest of your life rebuilding your house on the off chance ghosts are going to try and kill you?
Oh yeah, you betcha.
Strange.
Some people rebuild
Psychology.
house. Some people, buy ferrets. Whatever. It's the same
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, to each his own.
Excuse me.
I mean, what would drive a person to go buy these rodents?
They are not rodents. They are mustelids.
Oh.
You fucking rum-swigging, womanizing cunt face.
Oh, here we go. Now it's getting good.
Fucking rodents.
You see how
rodents throwing up your
you
ass.
see how I stirred all that shit,
Yeah.
and then
I know.
takes it out on somebody else. I love it.
I know. Steve, I have known for years. I'm pretty sure I brought it up on the show.
Oh,
You
many
have
times.
many times.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I could be haunted by the ghosts of the thousands of bunnies I've killed.
Yeah, I bet you are.
But those bunnies were dicks, so...
Yeah.
See,
It doesn't matter.
You don't have any
They
guilt.
Bunny ghosts can be dicks. I mean,
Yeah, you know, like 50-odd years from now, they might finally catch up with me.
I think they will.
And I'll die in my sleep.
Up to your asshole in bunnies.
What do you do with these dead bunnies?
I eat some of them, feed some to my ferrets, sell their skins, give the meat to wild animals, you know.
Do you have a
You're
club?
haunted for sure.
You have a club there called the Dead Rabbits?
No, but I do
Little
belong
gang.
to several discreet ferreting associations.
Discreet ferreting associations.
Ah.
They used to have a gang in New York that was called the Dead Rabbits.
If there's one thing this whole PC hippy dippy bullshit is good for, is that everyone's going green, and there's nothing greener than killing rats and rabbits than with a ferret.
You know, that is pretty green. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, there's a gentleman over there who's he's a ratter and all that. He has a pellet gun. He uses pellet guns,
That's not
high-powered
green.
pellet rifles.
That's just dumb.
No, it works quite well. He just sits
Yeah,
there.
but you've got to fucking stand there and shoot them all. With ferrets, you can just send them into the hole.
No, you just make yourself a nice little chair and get nice and warm and get yourself a couple of cigars, a bottle of good whiskey, and sit there with your rifle and your scope and enjoy yourself. It's like fishing for rats and rabbits with a
See,
pellet gun.
I'm not that kind of hunter. I don't like shooting things.
You'd rather see them torn apart piece by piece
Yes.
by a
I'd
ferret.
rather listen to their screams as the ferret cuts off their air supply and they die slowly, gurgling on their own blood.
None of this clean, gun shit.
None of this fucking one-hit
one-shot and
kill
done.
nonsense.
Yeah. The patient ferreter.
Just saying. Nothing
Hey,
wrong
more
with
power to you. If that's what floats your boat, Richard, go ahead and kill some more
No,
bunnies.
there's no boats. He's not fishing. He's
That's
hunting
well, you
with ferrets.
did liken it to fishing.
He's okay with bunnies getting torn apart, but one ferret gets dropped in a tub in a movie and he flips his fucking lid.
That was abuse against ferrets, and it should be banned.
But a bunny getting torn apart.
Oh,
Okay.
fucking rabbits are dickheads. Just ask any Australian.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Any Australian? They'll all agree.
Any Australian.
All right.
Anyone?
Get somebody on the phone.
So bunnies in Australia are like the scourge of the land. Is that what you're saying?
And there's anywhere where they haven't got any natural predators anymore. They grow out of control and they do real damage.
I thought that was wallabies.
Well, you were wrong.
You can't hunt wallabies with ferrets, though.
Well, I guess that's the point he's trying to make,
Yeah.
because everyone knows that wallabies in the yard are very hard to get rid of.
But he's probably just passing the blame on the rabbits when it's really the
That's what he's doing.
wallabies.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's
We
saying,
have
"Now
wild wallabies.
justification.
I tell you, these rabbits are 4 feet tall, and they hop around just like rabbits."
We
And they
have
eat
wild wallabies
vegetation.
in England, actually. So how do you feel stupid now?
Well, you're blaming it on all the rabbits, though, not the wallabies.
the
where
rabbits.
the blame should be placed.
Wallabies are not doing the damage the rabbits are.
No, whatever.
Rabbits are not to be trusted and should all be killed by ferrets.
But they're
Well,
so
why not?
fluffy.
Why don't you just train wallabies to kill rabbits?
Yeah, there you go.
Why would a wallaby kill a rabbit, Phil? They're not predators.
he said to train them to do it.
Can
But
we
why
convince
would they?
Richard to build a mansion because he's afraid of being killed by bunny ghosts?
I'm pretty sure Richard's already doing that.
Haven't we already
Haunted.
covered that? Isn't that how we got to this conversation?
Haunted.
I was going the route of you needing to build a mansion.
I know, but I'm pretty sure that's how we got here.
No,
Yeah,
it was just about the
it
bunny
was
ghosts.
mentioned.
What a great topic, Richard. By Jesus, I was riveted.
You know the
You know what? You know what? Okay, let's fucking put this right down. Cards on the table. Next week's topic, Chris. What is it?
What's next week's topic?
Yeah, go.
I don't have it right this
I
second.
like how he stalled for
Exactly.
time there.
I don't need to stall for fucking time. I don't know right this second. I would think about it.
it's going to be
It definitely
discussing.
won't be the Winchester Mansion.
No, we covered that this week.
Could be Bobby Dunbar.
Bobby Dunbar. Get me some, or
That was
wait,
another one of my topics that you guys just ruined. And the video game urban myth thing.
who ruined Bobby Dunbar? Fucking, we love Dunbar. Come on
Yeah,
now.
Bobby Dunbar was the best show ever.
Fucking Bobby Dunbar.
Leroy Jenkins.
Jenkins.
God damn it, Leroy.
You motherfucker. I'm
How
sorry,
about,
Richard.
I
I don't know. I don't know, but I'll tell you what. I'll come up with the topic for next week.
You're
And
going to
I'll get it to you early enough.
discuss the haunting.
The haunting.
The haunting. Discuss the haunting.
How about we?
The Haunting?
How about we discuss? Hey, I came across a video today, Phil, and I don't know if you've seen it yet or not. Okay.
Okay.
Have you seen the one that it's more than likely a bear, but when it
Yes.
stands up, it looks like really odd.
So when it's like on all fours, it looks like a bear, and then when it gets up on the back of another bear and humps on it, it looks like it's really tall.
I don't know if that's the case.
I'm pretty sure Phil did a breakdown of that video last week.
Did you?
I made a commentary on that very video. The one you just
I'll have to
mentioned.
look. I'll have to look for that one because I
Yeah.
saw that one today.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea what it is.
Yeah, it's on Squatchable.
Yes,
What's
it is.
that? Squatch what?
Yeah. I thought it kind of looked like a dude with a backpack on the ground, kind of rifling through his backpack. You know, like homeless people do.
Yes.
You know, you get tweakers and they're all rustling around their backpacks.
Tweakers.
Yeah.
Fucking. What are you, fucking Mr. Reefer Madness?
When's the last time you've seen a tweaker without a backpack? Come on.
A what?
A tweaker that didn't have a backpack. All tweakers have backpacks.
And a lot of them, especially in Everett, have bicycles.
That's
They
right.
steal them to get around town.
Mm.
It's kind of like The Walking Dead, but they're on bikes. Yeah,
No, I had just come across that video today, and I was wondering what you thought about it.
it's pretty cool. Yeah,
Interesting.
it's just like if it had been something he would have been filming for a lot longer than just 8 seconds or whatever it was.
Right. Did you ever do anything on the other one about that guy that where he went out, took the video, didn't even know he caught anything, then he went back because he saw it on there?
Is that the one? Is that the one with the bent trees over the bent trees?
Yes.
I haven't done it. People have been asking me to do it. Actually, I have in mind still to do it because there's several issues about the video that I think could be addressed.
Okay.
Only several.
Yeah, several. Yeah, it's
No, I remember talking to you about it, and you said you were going to do it, and then
yeah,
I kept looking for it, and you didn't.
right. And I should do that. I should do that really tonight.
That would be a good one for you to do.
I think so.
And Phil, I've said it before. I'll say it again. You come in with your nice delivery. Sit down, get yourself a cup of coffee.
Coffee.
Relax. Join me.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this.
Yeah. Rest a spell. Let's have a look.
I'm telling you, that's the route.
I know. I disagree. I think he should go back to the, where you can't see him and he's all in the
Good
dark.
evening.
Oh, Jesus.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
those
are good videos.
I brought him out of retirement briefly.
Oh, did you?
Did you now?
I did one video. I think it was a year ago, using him because.
Why don't I remember that?
I don't know, but
Because you're not a real friend.
Yeah, that's a good point, Steve.
Maybe you did it once because I asked you to.
it's the one I think where Todd Standing calls me an idiot, and so it's called like apparently I'm an idiot, and I use the super soylent.
People come off really well when they call you stupid. I mean, remember when Tim Fasano did the same thing?
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't get egg on his face or anything. So
Good old,
Well,
old Tim.
He's the man. You can't.
Hey, wait. No. I gotta stop the press for a second here. Didn't he fucking retire?
Well,
he said he was going to retire
30 or 40 times, yes.
And then, no. And then, like, fucking a week and a half, 2 weeks later, or something like that, I see he's like going out with somebody squatching.
correct.
Of course he did. That's how you retire.
And true to form, he removed the video, the retirement video, like he's removed all the other retirement videos.
Oh,
Except with my my Tim Fasano video that I just did, was it a week ago or maybe 2 weeks ago now? His retirement video is basically part of my video. So if you want to see his retirement video, you just go watch mine. You'll see it.
right. And there's parts of it in there.
There's parts of it in there, yeah.
So you filched his video and put it on your own.
I keep asking him to do another show with us, but he won't respond.
Yeah,
well, because he's retired.
I said hello. I said hi to him. He responded, and then I said, "So you're retiring, huh?" And nothing. He hasn't looked at the message.
He probably figured out we were friends with Phil and said, "Fuck that shit."
Hey, I want. We've always said we want honest debate and honest discussion on this fucking show. And for the record,
still waiting for that.
No, hey, for the record, when Tim came on the show, he said the reason that he liked us was because we allowed that.
Right.
And for the record, I want him and Phil to have an honest debate.
Yeah, I don't see that happen.
I don't either. Phil's down.
He, Tim Fasano, I'll tell you what, that'd be a hard nut to crack. I mean, he's got it over the young guns.
I'd fucking be very happy if I never had another podcast with that cunt again. But
with Fasano?
Oh, come on. I enjoyed that podcast
Richard.
we did with him.
You were the big Fasano proponent.
yeah, I used to like him, and then getting a 3-hour fucking lecture on how my country is going to be ruled by Sharia law and all the other racist garbage coming out of his mouth.
I'm sorry.
I'll tell you what. You buy him a plane ticket, have him come over there and check the place out, and maybe he'll change his mind.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'd take you up on that offer.
Yeah, I will totes do that.
Totes.
Oh, fucking Rubik Shung's back. How was Peppa Pig, you fucking cunt?
Wow.
Richard, you didn't have your spam this morning, did you?
That's me. I'm the spam guy.
Oh, you didn't have your tea this morning, did you?
Jesus Christ.
You didn't have any spotted dick for lunch, did you?
Love me some spotted dick.
I don't even want to know what that is.
It's like spam.
With herpes.
It's like spam, but it's got mold growing on it.
Oh.
So it's like your dick.
I'm not sure who that was addressed to, but if it were to me, then go fuck yourself.
I think I was referring to the person who said it.
Oh, okay. Well, then don't fuck yourself.
Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
So this has been a train wreck. Do we have any news this evening, Steve? Here
Here comes Steve with the news.
Oh, fuck my life.
Hey, did you guys hear? This is from higherperspectives.com. People are clamoring for Ryan Redding to do a reality show. Did you know that? Yeah. People want a reality show where flat earthers hunt for the edge of the world.
Yeah,
I heard
would
that
be
one.
an enjoyable flick.
Nice.
Anyone with a basic understanding of science can comprehend that there is enough evidence in our world that the Earth is, in fact, spherical in shape. However, against all forms of reason and logic, it seems like more and more lately people seem to believe that the Earth is flat. According to Christine Garwood, author of Flat Earth, the story of an infamous idea, everyone in ancient times believed that Earth was flat, and we only changed our mind when Christopher Columbus successfully reached the Americas without falling off the edge of the world.
Oh, is that right?
That's when they changed their mind.
Illuminati lie.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So not only does she not know history, she doesn't know your basic science. She just wants to sell a book, and she's got a built-in audience.
There you go. Well, that's your opinion. With
That
extra,
be the foundation of all Christian philosophy.
with extraordinary few exceptions, no educated person in the history of Western civilization from the 3rd century onwards believed that the Earth was flat.
But
Said his-
Steve, does she know that Christopher Columbus saw a UFO?
Mm.
He was on some kind
Some
of shit.
coin.
He did in fact see something.
Fuck my life.
That was awesome.
Oh.
Phil, it was worth having you on the show just for that.
Let's search for the edge of the Earth.
Let's go.
I'm down.
Me too.
It will be when you find the edge of the earth.
That's right.
As the flat Earth debate rages on, how do we end the disagreement once and for all? One user on Reddit has come up with a brilliant plan.
We take
Make
that.
reality
We take
all
that
the flat
thing.
earthers.
No. Yeah, we take that thing that fucking Anton Chigurh used in No Country for Old Men, and we just fucking plunge it into all their fucking heads.
Or make a reality show to cure the flat
That
Earth
seems
problem.
like a lot of unnecessary work.
Oh, it'd be fun though.
You know,
It
Chris, remember the days when we used to make, ponage type videos?
Yeah.
Remember those days? Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually, at that time, I was about around 20, I was about 2006. And,
Younger, hipper Phil.
And, oh, yeah, I was with
Back
it.
when you were a younger chap.
Yes. And I actually joined the Flat Earth Society.
Nice.
I started like debating the flat earthers, like what they would expect me to do.
Mm.
And some of the arguments that they came up with were so convoluted and deliberate. I began to realize slowly that it was the whole Flat Earth Society page was nothing but a giant pwn.
Yeah, it was
That-
a troll.
It's a troll. It's the whole thing
Of course
is
it is.
to see how many people they can sucker in and debate them.
They've done a pretty good job.
Oh, they've
Unfortunately,
got it down.
Oh, yeah.
they forgot that there's lots of stupid people that would
And,
actually believe
Yes, there are people that because of their arguments were so good, all of a sudden people showed up that actually believed what it was they were saying, and they were like, "Wait a minute, oh, well,
it. I can imagine them in a darkened room with a gun. What have I done?
like,
Anyway,
they're like the guy that fucking created the atom bomb. I have become death,
the
destroyer of worlds.
the funniest joke in the world, so funny."
the article went on to say that we should fly all the flat earthers to the North and or South Pole and let them find the edge.
No, fuck it, just let them do what they want.
That was my favourite Facebook post I ever saw, though, that the Flat Earth Society has members all over the globe.
Oh, did you guys hear about that? The alien probe that's out in space now.
Yes.
All right, it was called the Almu.
Yeah,
It's
that's
an alien spacecraft, apparently, according to some people.
And Chris thinks it looks like my dick.
I do.
Yeah, it looks crusty
Totally
and old and
ridiculous,
moldy.
Phil.
Your
It's
dick looks like
nowhere
a
near
chocolate
big enough.
cruller.
The whatever debate might seem like a no-brainer for the crew of extraterrestrial experts that make up Ancient Aliens.
Ancient Aliens.
Think again. When the cigar-shaped asteroid was first spotted passing through our solar system at above average speeds, it quickly sparked speculation that it might actually be some kind of alien probe. Then a Harvard professor published a paper giving those extraterrestrial theories a boost. Then, of course, Neil deGrasse Tyson weighed in. So what do Giorgio Tsoukalos, David Childress, and the rest of the Ancient Aliens team have to say on the subject?
It's some kind of alien.
No, Chris does a better job. Much better. For a group almost...
Steve, if you have a cigar-shaped object traveling into the solar system, not bound to the sun's orbit, it's got to be Ancient Aliens.
For a group that almost singularly focused on the belief that aliens guided ancient civilizations and continue to monitor human activity today, they turned out to be surprisingly split on the subject. When the subject come up during a panel at Alien Con Baltimore, there's an Alien Con?
Yeah.
Oh, God. In Baltimore,
No.
apparently.
No, I know what it is.
We got to go.
No one's even asked me. But
Wait a minute. I'm going to say this now. We got to go. We'll never go.
We're not ready to ask you, Phil. We will ask you, but not yet. Anyway, Alien Con on Friday, packed with over 1,000 eager fans. Ancient Aliens consulting producer and frequent host David Childress was quick to chime in with a theory of his own. We didn't learn about it very quickly from the military, he said, hinting at another layer of government conspiracy. Ooh. How it was possible that the world's best astronomer...
The object kind of looks like Phil Pauling's dick.
How is it possible that the world's best astronomers only spotted the Aumau asteroid? I don't even know how to pronounce that shit. Of course, I don't pronounce my own name.
I mean, is that Hawaiian?
I think
people in Hawaii launched this thing? The Humba Haba Humba.
Anyway, how did they only spot it when it was less than a year away from our solar system? And perhaps more importantly, what does it mean if they noticed it even earlier but decided not to tell the public?
Bum, 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 bum.
By January, it had already gone by the sun and was gone, Childress continued. But for sure, they have seen that asteroid for many months, if not years, before they announced it.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Before Childress could pick up any more momentum, another panel member cut him off, noting that because the asteroid approached from behind the sun, we weren't able to see it until later than usual.
That was rude.
Yes, that was very rude. But wait, doesn't the Earth orbit the sun? That doesn't make sense for a second. The entire 5-person panel erupted into chaos before dropping back down into a steady simmer.
Chaos. Hey,
Jesus Christ.
Nick Pope, a frequent Ancient Aliens contributor who previously investigated UFO sightings for the
who
British
also
government,
refuses to come on this show because he's a snobbish cunt.
He refused?
Yeah, he was like, fuck up. And he was like, yeah, if you pay me. I said,
What?
fuck off. Yeah.
we'll pay him.
We'll pay you below minimum wage.
No. We'll pay him in, chocolate candy.
Yeah.
Forged book tokens.
Anyway, he wondered if we did enough to make contact with the asteroid while we had the chance. Is this really some sort of interstellar craft in a dormant state? Pinging it actively might be the thing that wakes it up, he said. It could be a spaceship, added Travis Taylor, whoever that is. It's leaving us now.
Guy. Maybe he'll come on the show.
Yeah.
I'll reach out to him, Pope. See
There
how
you
you
go.
like them apples.
Yeah, fuck Pope.
Cunt.
Let's go wake it up and piss it off now, Travis said. I like Travis. We got to get him on the show.
Thank that asteroid's
There we go. Yeah. Okay. I'm more skeptical, Michael Barr chimed in, comparing Amu to the infamous Apollo 20 hoax. It looks like that video we know is a hoax. I think that means something. This thing is really odd and out of place.
Yeah. What it is It's the Doomsday Machine prop from the original Star Trek series. That's what it is.
Oh my God! I was hoping and praying that this guy would win, and he did.
Oh, this is my favorite story.
Yeah, it's mine
We
too.
followed this from the beginning, and here we
Yes.
are at the end.
We were first on this story, and we're going to be last. TheCut.com. Republican. He's a Republican, too. Wow. Denver
Of course he
Riggleman.
is.
Riggleman, a man who once wrote a book titled Mating Habits of Bigfoot and Why Women Want Him, just beat out Democratic challenger Leslie Cockburn.
We still we still need to get this guy's book. Didn't he have like a book in the works?
Yeah, he's
Oh yeah. Anyway, it was the U.S. House of Representatives in Virginia's 5th congressional district seat. The district has historically voted Republican in Bigfoot porn.
So the guy that writes about Bigfoot porn beat out a woman with the last name of Cockburn.
I know, right? You can't write this shit.
The truth is stranger than fiction.
Cockburn actually tweeted out a screenshot from Riggleman's Instagram. The post showed a buff naked drawing of Bigfoot with a very large censor bar covering Bigfoot's privates. Don't erase the censor box, Riggleman had captioned the post. Cockburn's tweet contained two damaging pieces of information about Riggleman. She wrote that he was caught on camera campaigning with a white supremacist, and now he's been exposed to as a devotee of Bigfoot erotica. The white supremacy thing was like in the background. I remember talking about that. It was the Bigfoot erotica that shouldn't have got him elected, apparently. But Riggleman defended his post. He pointed out that the drawing was the cover for his upcoming book and was meant to be funny. He claimed the book was not very sexual at all and was about Bigfoot believers. He wrote, "Yes, I wrote a book about Bigfoot believers. Bigfoot pics by military bubbas are meant to be funny." I don't know what that means. I didn't know what Bigfoot erotica was until Leslie Cockburn mentioned it. Weird things happening in her campaign. Let's stick to the issues.
America,
And he went.
if you have any doubt in your political system, this story restores your faith.
By the way, he was.
How is that exactly?
He was endorsed by Donald Trump.
So what state was this?
Virginia.
No, that figures.
Yeah, 5th district. Virginia's 5th district. Yep.
Okay.
And that
That's
gentleman
where they make. That's where they make the fifths.
is the news.
Bum 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 bum.
Dear God.
I like this. We work together well, Phil. We should keep this going.
Yeah.
Earlier you
It's
were
almost
calling
like
a
you guys
cut
should
and
have
all
done
that.
a fucking show together. Oh, wait. You tried doing that once.
And it failed. Miserably.
We
Sure
quit
did.
while we were on top.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what they all say.
After you badgered Nick Redfern off the show.
We didn't badger him. We ferreted him off the show.
Oh.
Listen, we
I see.
reached to the top of our ability with Unexplained Universe, and we were like, "That's it. We're walking
That's it.
away now."
Yeah.
Mm.
We came. We
You have
kicked
2
ass.
interviews, Nick Redfern and Matt Johnson. That's
Yeah,
about
Oh,
it.
wow.
That's all you did.
I still can't believe I interviewed him. You know,
What do you mean that's all we did?
Yeah, that's all
Oh,
you
that's
did.
the only
I think
shows
you're
I
forgetting Rexall Drugs, Steve.
Huh?
No, how many shows did we do? Well, we had Summer on some of the shows, and then we had your friend Richard. What's her name?
Nikki.
On Vic, yeah, Nikki. She was on some of the shows, and I don't remember how many shows we did.
7.
No, it was a couple dozen.
Yeah, it was at least 30.
Hmm.
We went on for a while,
Yeah, not long.
and we had Rexall Drugs, which was the best episode ever.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll have to go back. Is that still, available?
No.
Oh.
You took it
Oh,
down.
so you pulled a Fasano?
Yeah, I
Phil, why would you do that?
I took it down. They were all on my para breakdown channel, and they really didn't go with the format, so I went ahead and just removed it.
He pulled a Fasano.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, what he likes to do is he likes to call out people for shit and then act like him doing the same shit is just like, yeah, no, it was just,
it's okay.
I have no problem. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Phil owns it. He's totally cool with it.
Yeah, it's my channel. I don't give a fuck.
He doesn't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. No one's complained except you. So
well,
you don't matter. So what the hell?
Well, nobody
Absolutely.
has the ability to pull the truth out of thin air like we do. That's why we pulled out
Phil Fasano pooling. Okay, Dean, you can have that one. That's a good one.
On that note, this has been the Fortean Slip, episode 50, the Winchester Mansion. Yes, totally haunted. If you like this shit, hit the little thumbs up button. If you don't, hit the little thumbs down button. Leave a comment.
If you do hit the thumbs up button, why?
Okay. Can you just let me get through the fucking thing? Seriously?
I don't know. Could you let me get me through my research one time?
No. Because that's called the show.
It's the format.
Yeah. He wants more than a 10-minute show, Richard.
Jesus Christ. Leave a comment, subscribe, check out Richard, his comic strip, Bigfootin' with Keith and Colin on Facebook. Check out Matt Knapp at youtube.com/BigfootCrossroads. Check out the now defunct, unmonetized piece of shit channel, youtube.com/Parabreakdown.
And that's haunted.
And it's totally fucking haunted. And do not forget, everybody should check out Dred Funn at youtube.com/Dred Funn and dredfunn.com. His artwork lately has just been, I've been checking out all of it. The old style Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein.
Just when you thought that Fred could not get any better.
The guy, he is amazing, and he deserves every accolade he can get.
He let me use a piece of his work on my strip, so
I just figured it out. Phil pulled the content off his channel to confuse the haunted, the
right.
ghosts.
Yeah. And we'll be back next week with some type of a topic
that Chris is going to come up with.